research and investigation.
And I wish I to be honest as possible. Do y'all think the earth is flat?
No.
No? Why not?
It's Earth.
Who told you that?
History. Fourth grade.
Yeah, science teachers.
You don't think it's flat?
There's possibility.
Possibility?
Just cause maybe.
Maybe.
We've been raised.
Y'all think we moving? You think we spinning?
Probably.
I mean, that's what the science books say.
Gravity.
Do you feel it? So what is gravity?
Oh. I don't know the true definition.
You think it's a ball? And what's your best proof that it's a ball and that it's not flat?
Because of the satellite, they show the image, that's the way.
The satellite? The pictures that you see? But you yourself, can you feel the Earth spinning right now? No? Okay. Have you ever seen the Earth curving? No. Me neither. You know why? It's because the Earth is flat and it doesn't spin. Look into it.
You prove to me that the earth is round.
I mean, obviously I can't.
You can't. 'Cause all you can go by is what? What you read and what you were told, right?
Exactly.
But what you see, the people that told you that the earth is round also say that we're spinning on the axis going around the sun.
Yeah.
Do you feel it?
No,
Have you
can
ever
see it.
have you ever seen the curve?
What do you mean? Have you ever
No,
seen
the earth curve. Have you ever seen it?
No, of course you can't.
You can't see it.
No.
Exactly. So how is it right? It can't be. It can't be.
Okay,
It
well-
can't just be. It just is.
So many times during spacewalks outside the International Space Station, we can see air bubbles rising up. Can you touch on how there are air bubbles in space?
Can you be more specific? Air bubbles?
So yeah, like a lot of times during the footage, the NASA footage, you can see bubbles coming up out of the helmets or kind of from underneath you.
Often on the outside of the space station, you'll liberate little pieces of, it's a really harsh environment out there, and the outside of the space station gets beat up pretty good. And sometimes, you'll see just little flecks of paint or something that you might have disrupted floating away from the suit. And, that's generally what that is. I've never seen any kind of air bubble anywhere.
Yeah. Could it be that you're filming in an underwater pool and you're not really out there? I encourage everyone to look up bubbles in space, hashtag bubbles in space. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I beg you to do the research that I've done, which is just simply go and look at this stuff. Really question everything, because if they faked it once, what's to stop them from faking it twice? And what's to stop them from faking it all?
Everything about this world is fake. Fake food, fake political system, fake religious system, fake medical system, fake skies. It's unreal.
the American government has created weather tampering techniques so that the New World Order will be able to starve millions of Americans and to control the rest.
There is weather control techniques. We have a complete package on that, which I did not bring, but I certainly will see to it that it is brought in for the record. Number one, the entire patents on the equipment. Number two, Senator Claiborne Pell's complete statement and story of his own that not only does it exist, but that we even utilized it as far back as the Vietnam War. You might want to touch base with Senator Pell.
I just want to repeat before I turn it.
So yes, but we do have all that information.
You're saying the government in New World Order will be able to starve millions of Americans
worldwide,
and to control the rest.
Yes, sir. And if somebody had told me that that equipment even existed 10 years ago, I would have thought they were nuts, sir. And at this point in time, we have all the documents to prove it. And if you think that 85 tornadoes takes place in the middle of our growing area by simultaneous accident, I'm sorry. With the equipment that's already set up internationally, and as bizarre as that is, it is proven and documented. We will supply you with those documents. That they are the greatest weapon ever created in the world.
Chemtrails. You know, when I was a kid, I used to see these trails in the sky all the time. And so, oh, that's cool. A jet just went over. And then you started to see a whole bunch of them. And next thing you know, everybody in your neighborhood was fighting and arguing and you didn't know why. Okay, and you really didn't know why. I mean, everybody was fighting.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. But I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people.
Like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know.
You don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on.
A new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order. A new world order where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind.
A new world order can emerge.
There is the very real prospect of a new world order.
You cannot prove a lie.
Well, you say, for example, that there were no planes that hit the World Trade Center. Is that your contention? Well, did you see the videotape that the rest of us saw?
What you will see is a fake, a cartoon display.
You're suggesting that there's some kind of cartoon animation there. You're suggesting that the news media was a part of this.
Yes,
those pictures came from the news
No
media.
second plane. It was a bomb. Bombed in on the building, not second plane. That was a bomb. Who said the second plane?
That's what we're told. The second plane. We saw it on television. We saw it on television. We saw it on television.
I did not see a plane go in. That just exploded.
I didn't see any airplane.
Did you see it? Yes, I saw it. It just blew up. A big explosion.
Everything I saw told me it was bombed.
And then the South Tower just exploded.
The second building went off.
It just blew up. I was underneath it. I was looking at the tower. I had my camera in my hand. I heard the noise. I never saw the airplane. I never saw the airplane.
That's what we're told. The second plane. We saw it on television.
I never saw the airplane.
I didn't see any airplane.
Oh,
I didn't even know that was a plane. I learned that from the news media.
We saw it on television. We saw it on television. We saw it on television.
Charles
Jayco, CNN, reporting live from Saudi Arabia. Oh, I love this country so much.
You guys just don't have a clue.
Now, when you detect this, you can tell it's been launched. Thank you. Boy, did I almost look stupid.
If you are able to take a question, did you think that the possible threat would be over because it is now morning there? It's what, just after 6 o'clock in the morning?
The whole thing is everyone assumed that the threat would be over because it was early morning, but the thing about Saddam Hussein is that he has never done the expected, and right now we have... All right, we are now led to understand that there are also firings in another city in Saudi Arabia. CNN's Carl Rochelle is here with me, just came up. Carl, I know we can't be very specific given these restrictions, but within those parameters, what did you see?
Well, what I saw, I didn't see anything hit. I looked almost straight above us. There's a vapor trail coming from my right to my left, and there's a cloud of something. It looks like it might have been an explosion, a cloud. I'd say... He's putting on a gas mask. There hasn't been any gas dropped here that we can tell. You may smell some of the fumes from a missile exhaust going off. This is using rocket and cordite.
We're just brainstorming here. We're trying to figure out how to make the news less boring.
The news is supposed to be boring, Ron. Serious stuff.
I just don't know why we have to tell the people what they need to hear. Why can't we just tell them what they want to hear?
Wait. Say that again?
I said, why do we have to tell the people what they need to hear? Why can't we just tell them what they want to hear?
And what do they want to hear?
Good evening, and we come on the air at this hour because we are following developments out of Manchester, England. Reports of an explosion at an Ariana Grande concert, urging people to stay away from the area. They have confirmed multiple fatalities.
And what do they want to hear?
To reports of a shooting, we're told, at Newton Elementary School. This morning, it's in the southwestern part of Connecticut. That's according to a police spokesman, Lieutenant Paul Vance.
And what do they want to hear?
Police have now confirmed at least 4 attacks in the city of Paris. The AP reporting there were suicide bombers outside the stadium. You could hear it right there as the game was going on.
That's the fucking problem. The people that are gullible and they just buy all this shit. That's the problem. It means everything we see on TV is all programmed. Not like just some of it. I trust them here and I trust them. These are straight
That's the Truman Show.
Corruption, straight brainwash, mind control.
So we'll see if Robbie Parker, I assume he's going to come out to the microphones now and make a statement. Looks like the family is there and they're getting ready to come to the microphone. So we'll listen to them.
Okay.
My name's Robbie Parker. My family is one of the families that lost a child yesterday in the Sandy Hook Elementary School shootings here in Connecticut. I've been contacted by so many people and agencies wanting to know how we're doing, and I just thought that this might be the best way to share those feelings with everybody. I'm not mad, because I have my agency to make sure that I use this event to do what I can.
Crisis cast. In a crisis, revert to training. Selling the service of crisis actors. Let's go through this website a little bit and take a look. Crisis cast, award-winning role play actors and filmmakers specially trained in disaster and crisis management. So this is very real. We dramatize events for emerging security needs in the UK, Middle East, and worldwide. Our specialist role-play actors, many with security clearance, are trained by behavioral psychologists and rigorously rehearse in criminal and victim behavior to help police, the Army and the emergency services, hospitals, schools, local authorities, government, private security firms, shopping centers, airports, big business, criminal justice departments, media, and the military.
Country Western concert, and you were right near the front. Corinne, what just started happening?
They started shooting, and everyone stayed down. And as soon as everyone started to get up to run, they just kept shooting. And it's like literally like 5 minutes of just shooting, and people just kept dropping. And it was definitely someone on the ground. Definitely, most definitely. The way they herded the crowd and all of us, and then they kept coming. They even came into the back staff parking lot and shot people out there too. So they just kept coming, and I hope they get them.
On the next Dr. Phil, do you know a narcissist?
My world revolves around me completely. That whole thing was a mischaracterization. You made me look horrible.
Is this a mischaracterization of her?
No.
Eyewitness now, Louis Bourbano, is also with us right now. Louis, you were inside the club as well?
Yes, George. I was inside one of the main bars in the front when you turn in at first.
Where was the shooting coming from?
The entrance was to my right. I was at the far end to the left of the bar. There's a mini hallway that enters to my bar, where the bar was in. I don't even remember breathing. I
have a certain amount of trepidation. The year anniversary, we talk about it with our friends in this group of families, the people that we resonate with, and we don't know what we're going to do. We don't know what to do. We haven't figured it out yet.
Pull the trigger! Wait, take me with you. But I don't even know where I'm going. I won't go to a heaven you've abandoned. Just pull the trigger! Okay.
Was bloody. This is the shirt you actually.
I got sprayed with some bullets right there.
And how is your arm now? Obviously, it's
Still got the 2 holes right there where they entered, and they thought it might have. Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't enter anywhere else because it would have done some damage. And then the shrapnel is still like on my shoulder right in here.
So the shrapnel's still inside your shoulder.
Sir.
Are they going to take that out, or?
They said they're going to wait because it's a complicated surgery because of the muscle, so it may not.
Don't just have a great night. Have an American night.
And with a straight face, you're going to tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom? Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom. All right. And yeah, you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. And one of them is, there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore. Enough?
Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and little children. Victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people.
If you want to go fight, go to Iraq and Afghanistan. Stop hurting these people, man. Why y'all do this to our people? I've been to Iraq 14 months for my people. It doesn't make any sense. How do you sleep at night? There is no honor in this. You're here to protect us. Protect us. Why are you hurting U.S. citizens?
Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason. A world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. In the name of democracy,